still a little out of balance.
Oh, it's gonna be out of balance.
It's gonna be out of balance?
Yeah, man. My stomach is like it's bad shape.
Right. Well, I wanna see if I can, so if I, do I have permission to take it?
Yeah. Actually, it's good for your stomach a little bit. And good to keep the hunger going. Even though when I don't smoke, I gain weight, which is crazy.
Yeah, it happens to a lot of folks.
I feel like whatever it is that about it that makes you hungry is also taking those fucking calories or something. I remember one time I was in for fucking weed, which is just insane, but back then everybody thought it was like, you know, we doing like some hardcore drug or something.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I went to this outpatient rehab spot in Pennsylvania, and there was a dude there. His name was John Jay. He was one of the counselors. And he would do these like hypnosis kind of sessions. So we'd all be like laying down like this kind of. There would be music like that kind of. But he's narrating, yeah. And bro, when I tell you that shit was better than like any high that you could, like I was, bro, that shit was done. You're just like more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, we gotta do that again, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That shit was insane.
Absolutely. Yeah, that was a fun.
But basically saying, like, you know, that kind of like relaxing music. I don't know if it was incense, I don't remember.
Probably.
But we were all, like, the whole rehab basically, were all laid out like this.
Right.
And then he's like sitting in a chair, I think. And he's just, who knows what the hell he was even saying. I don't remember even one single word, but it was very like, you know how hypnosis, the words aren't, they're not like definitively, accurately describing something. It's very vague. And the words are like, the more vague they are, the more you kind of like slip into like, well, I don't know, for whatever reason that works.
Yeah, yeah, the more vague it is, I guess, the more it can get past your ego and tap into your subconscious.
Something.
And that's where everything is happening at.
Everything.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing is that that's where everything is happening. Like, if you can fix that, if you can just program your subconscious to do what it is you want to do, then it's done.
Yeah.
Because that's really what we're trying to do.
If you can't, what's the name? Yeah, if you can't get the other chakras aligned, it's going to be very difficult because that's where a lot of the trauma is based at. based in the lower chakras. You know what I'm saying?
Well, all disease starts in the stomach. So
Oh, no.
your stomach is, that's why you gotta eat healthy.
Well, okay.
So when your stomach is compromised, specifically with the pH balance and the oxygen and the type of food you're putting in, if it's inflammatory, because inflammatory food, it does exactly that. It inflames your gut lining, and eventually over time it goes, starts, basically you can't digest it anymore because the little things that are on your stomach wall, they're dead now, and there's holes in your fucking stomach. Shit's getting into your bloodstream, and your immune system is like, what the fuck's going on here?
You did your research, man.
Yeah,
I got it.
Bro, I got it.
Yeah, you did the research.
And that's the shit that makes me more mad when I found out this Jew thing. It was like, it's every fucking thing that I hate about the world, right? It's everything that I hate. Like the credit system, you see how if you start to take even just a little hit, let's say you have some soft inquiries, such as I don't hit your shit, right?
Yeah, right.
That is enough for it to trigger to them to want to send you more loans, but bad loans, but in abundance. You start getting bombarded with them actually. Why? Because they're like, okay, he is just possibly slipping into debt. Let's put him into debt. You know, the train has started, so let's make sure we get it done. And it's just shit like that, just everything. It's just like school doesn't teach you anything useful. You know, it's just teaching you like bullshit worker bee shit, and not even the useful kind. You know, because you can be a worker bee. You know, you don't have to be the fucking president of the United States. You can make a decent living doing certain things. And, you know, certain things you do need to go to school for, like you're gonna be a doctor, a lawyer, certain professions. But overall, you know, it's a scam. It's a total scam. Everything is a scam. Everything has been scamized.
Right.
Everything. Even marriage, like marriage has been scamized. You can't even get married because, you know.
That's right.
That's
scammed out too.
They fucked that up too, bro. They fucked up the family household. They fucked up the family household. They're trying to make the kids gay. They're trying to make their wife work. They're trying to make everybody, you know.
College is a scam.
It's humongous. I mean, unless you're. But I mean, here's the thing. You know why it's still a scam, even though you need it to be like a doctor or whatever?
Right.
Because they're in debt forever now. They're rich, but they're in debt forever still. So it's like, we'll do this for you, but you're going to pay for the rest of your fucking life. Oh, yeah, like, we'll replace this heart for you, but yeah, you're going to be, you know, for the rest of your life, you're going to make millions and millions of dollars. Nobody has millions and millions of dollars. So why the fuck is it millions and millions of dollars? Why is it millions and millions of dollars to go to court and like get a lawyer? For what?
For what? Especially when the judges and the lawyers know.
They all sit down and have lunch. All three parties, the judge and the opposing lawyers, they all sit together. They talk in a room at every case.
That's right.
It's all a scam. I'm telling you,
That's why you have to be a lawyer to become a judge.
Bro, everything is a scam. Everything. In the U.S., every single fucking thing is a scam. And then, you know, I was exposing this before I even knew it was the Jews. I was already like exposing the problem. When I found out who it was, I was like, oh hell no. I mean, it's my moral duty to. I mean, I'm already like down this road of like, why is everything fucked up? You know. And now I find out why it's fucked up. I'm not gonna not, you know, say that, right? So I had to like delete 200 people that I know in real life, all my family members on my Instagram and shit. And I just went ballistic and went, you know, full NS, full fucking deportment to the middle of a fucking volcano, you know, just really going there. You know? Like, as hard as I could possibly go, like they are incompatible with humanity, and so that's just what it is. Like you cannot be around humanity. Like you're grounded now. So we're not going to stop talking about it. When you stop the bad behavior, we'll stop calling out the bad behavior. I mean, this is a reasonable fucking fair deal, right? But you're not gonna label me. You can label me, but it's just a badge of honor. Like you're just calling me, yes, moral person that fucking cares about humanity and the truth. So that's all I hear when you call me, whatever Jewish word you want to call me. So
Who made that word conspiracy theorist? That's
Jewish. Racist is a Jewish word. Anti-Semite is a Jewish word. Conspiracy theorist is a Jewish word. All of the words, they're all made by Jews.
Right.
All of them. Because they want everybody fighting. They want everybody to think that these people hate you, the left hates the right, the right hates the black, the men hate the women, the young hate the old, and it's actually not that. And what it is the Jews hate the Gentiles. And so they have us playing these little fucking games with each other, because if we unite like they unite, they're fucked. Because they know maybe they were like 2% of the population, maybe they're like 3.5 or something now. They know that if 90 whatever the fuck percent of the population fucking bands together, they're done. They're done. They're finished.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
And they're trying to get rid of whites the hardest, with the Carnegie plan and all that shit, because they're like the ones who are like really in the way. The rest of the nations are basically, they're gonna be easy to control. Some are gonna be like Asians, Japanese, China, and shit. Matter of fact, bro, there is 15 fucking countries right now where Jews can't go.
Oh yeah.
So it's not 1,030 times 109 countries. I mean, it's probably still 109 countries because it's probably the same countries over and over again. But right now, there's like 15 countries where if you're Israeli, you cannot go into the country. And that's what needs to be the norm everywhere. You can't come here. You cannot. Or if you come, okay, this is how I look at it, because I'm a bit of an asshole since I fight. So I believe that every nation, no matter what it is, should remain 85, 90, 95% of its forefathers and its religion.
Right.
You can have immigration, of course. You're gonna need immigration. You're gonna need different foods. You're gonna need some shit, but you cannot come here. You cannot come here and practice foreign religions publicly, right? So you gotta understand, right? If you're a Muslim and you want to move to a Christian country, you're gonna have to practice Muslim stuff inside the fucking house. You're not gonna be able to build mosques. You're not gonna have the same rights as the. And it sounds like that would tell you, but it's true. You're not gonna have the same rights as the people of that nation, because you have to keep each nation predominantly what it is in order to preserve that fucking culture. And that's why it's so evil what the Jews are doing to the white folks. It's fucked up.
It's fucked up, right? Okay.